feel the UUs are definitely needed in the South Bay. I'm so glad to be a part of it, and I believe it will grow.
Welcome to the Unitarian Universalists of the South Bay. We are a congregation of the First Unitarian Universalist Church, which has been in San Diego since 1873. And we are now bringing our faith to the Chula Vista community and the South Bay. The South Bay is a very rapidly growing area of San Diego, and it's underserved by Unitarian Universalism. Now, we do have some members at the First Unitarian Universalist Church of San Diego who come from the South Bay, but we just know that there is a large number of people who could benefit from our liberating faith. It's a very interesting community. It's right on the Mexican border. The Chula Vista, which is the biggest city there, is bigger than Pittsburgh. It's what's called a super suburb. First of all, we formed a steering committee. The steering committee looked as much as like the people in the South Bay in terms of culture, age, family structure, and so on. And as we could, and then we went on field trips. We went to churches in the area that were already successfully doing the multi-site model. We are in phase 3 right now of our project. We are in the 3rd year, and we have just completed the 1st year of actual worship services there. The first phase was envisioning the model and educating ourselves about the mission that we had together and coming to a clear vision about what we wanted to do. Phase 2 was the work of creating a full worship service every Sunday, a full religious education program for children every Sunday, and small group ministry and adult religious education midweek, as well as fellowship opportunities, which we have done. So with the help of Reverend David Miller, who is the acting minister of the South Bay congregation right now, we had a visioning workshop which reminded us of our original vision to be a presence for positive change in the South Bay. What would we do differently? We would get a lot more people who, from the mother congregation, lined up right away to help. Do what you can to make sure that in the first Sunday services that you offer, that the ushers especially, and a lot of the people that are worshiping are people who look like the people that you want to come. So I think that in the South Bay it would have been a more multiracial congregation. The most difficult thing we found was to find a good place to meet. The evangelical and conservative Christian churches have already claimed all the best spaces in the South Bay. They were there first, and it was really quite a chore to find a good place for us to meet. We are training ourselves to get out of the habit of referring to the originating church by any kind of hierarchical terms that implies that the other campus is somehow inferior. And so we're talking about the Hillcrest campus and the South Bay campus, not First Church and the satellite. We try to avoid the word satellite.
We can really feel that it's starting to form a community, and
a long-felt need for common community. You know, some people who sort of kind of resonate with my way of thinking philosophically and spiritually.
Well, It's very fun because we get to meet new friends and we get to play.
That's neat.
And we also get to, like, after the service, we actually get to do fun stuff in the kids' service.
Having a church in the area that I live is really important to me. And being able to run into people at the grocery store or meet them at the library or something, it's really nice, especially for my son.
Well, our family has loved being part of our South Bay campus for the First Union Church. It's like being part of another family. Everybody knows each other, and when there's new people coming, they're welcomed with open arms. And it really does feel like a family. When somebody's not here, we call and we check up on them and make sure they're doing okay. We help each other out, and it's great to have a connection to our Hillcrest campus, as well as have a spiritual home here in the South Bay so that others can have access.
We will then be able to have a congregation of well over 100 worshipers who will be vitally involved through volunteer efforts in the South Bay community. Will stand up and witness to our values in terms of issues, especially LGBT issues, which need witness there, and are able to speak out for justice in a context that is not paternalistic, where we are really grounded in that community. And we will be on the map, I believe, in 2 or 3 years. One of the things that's the most exciting for us is that we know that people are watching us, and we know that they will learn from our successes. They will gain confidence that this can be done, and also learn from our challenges.